Well, we have the solar eclipse coming up in about 9 days now, and a lot of people are wondering what's the forecast going to be? How can I view this? There's a lot of information that a lot of people are wanting to know. First off, we're going to start you out with the forecast for this. Now, remember that we are several days out from this, so this can and probably will change, but right now it looks very good for us to have mainly clear skies, just a few clouds, and quite a bit of sunshine with highs in the mid to upper 50s. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about the forecast for you and kind of get into the details here. Like I said, April 8th does look like it's going to be mostly sunny, if not completely sunny, for the total solar eclipse. That's great news for us because that means we have wonderful viewing opportunities here as well. But when it comes to the temperature, we're thinking about the mid to upper 50s. That means that we are going to have above average temperatures for it, and our low right around 39. Now, there's some very important things for you to note when we're talking about the total solar eclipse when it comes to weather. During totality, the temperature will drop approximately 10 degrees, if not more, when the moon covers the sun. So if you're going to the park or you're going to be outside watching the total solar eclipse, it will become chilly outside. So make sure you have a light jacket or a hoodie or something that you can quickly take on or take off because weather conditions will change fairly quickly as this does take place. Because, of course, it's going to get dark, so we're going to have a decrease in solar radiation, and that will cool temperatures off. But as soon as we start seeing the sun coming back out, that's when temperatures start rising once again, so you're probably going to want to take that jacket or hoodie off. Once the totality for this, who's all in the path of the total solar eclipse? Well, going all the way throughout the United States, we're going all the way from Texas all the way through Maine with totality, and you get just outside of that path of totality, and it becomes a partial eclipse. And partial eclipse, yeah, they're cool, but if you're really wanting to experience this, you need to be in the path of totality for you to get that 360-degree dawn all the way around you. It's going to be very, very nice and very pretty. So zooming on in here to the state of New York and here closer to the North Country, we can see that we are in the path of totality for this. We're expecting about 3.5 minutes of darkness when we see our totality with the total solar eclipse on April the 8th. And we're not the only ones in the path of totality, and we are expecting an influx of people as well. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the timing of the total solar eclipse for us here in Watertown. Now, if you're in the Tri-County region, your times will vary just a little bit from this, but generally it's going to be very, very close to this as well. So our partial total eclipse will start at 2:10 in the afternoon. That's when the moon starts to slowly move in front of the sun. Our totality will maximize and begin at 3:22, and we're expecting that to last 3 to 3.5 minutes, about 3 minutes and 39 seconds of totality for the city of Watertown. That's where we're expecting the darkness, and you can see dawn 360 degrees around you. So like the sun is rising all the way around you. It's going to be very, very cool, very neat to experience. And then after totality, we start seeing our partial eclipse once again, and that partial eclipse will end at 4:35 in the afternoon. So we're expecting it to last from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to about 4:30 in the afternoon. So it's going to be a process for the sun to slowly become covered by the moon. And when you're wanting to view this, you're going to want to make sure you have your total solar eclipse glasses. That way you're not burning your eyes. So when you're viewing the total solar eclipse, do not look directly at the sun unless you have your solar eclipse glasses on. They have to be ISO approved. Sunglasses are not provided because they're not significant enough. They're not going to be good enough to protect your eyes from the sun. Only look at the sun through an approved solar filter. Those are those eclipse glasses that you can see. If you have a phone, do not point your camera at the sun. You can burn your camera doing that. If you have a camera or anything of that nature, do not point that at the sun unless you have an approved sun filter on it, or you will damage or even completely destroy your camera. And there are tons of different glasses and solar filters that you can get on Amazon and at local stores. Several places are giving them out. The Flower Memorial Library here in Watertown will start giving out eclipse glasses on April 1st. Even safer to observe indirectly are projecting the sun's image with a pinhole or binocular. So what does that mean? Well, there's a DIY project that you can do at home. That way you can see the solar eclipse without looking directly at the sun. So what is this project that we're talking about? Well, you're going to need a pencil, you're going to need scissors, paper, aluminum foil, some tape, and a shoebox. What you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut 2 holes in the side of the shoebox. And that's going to allow the sun to get in, but you're also going to cover one of those holes with that aluminum foil. So take your tape it to the aluminum foil, and then tape it on the box. Then what you're going to do is there's going to be a piece of paper that you're going to get, and you're going to place that inside the box, but you're also going to poke a hole in that aluminum foil. That way the sun can shine in to your box where it's dark. Like I said, you're going to see this piece of paper. You're going to tape it to the interior of the box on the opposite side of the holes. And so what's going to happen is once you put the lid on, it gets dark in that shoebox because no light can come into it. You're going to face the opposite direction of the sun. So the sun will be to your back. You're going to look in the hole that is not covered. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slowly see the sun become totally covered. So you're going to see that partial eclipse taking place, and you're not going to have to look directly at the sun. You're not going to have to worry about your eyesight or anything like that. So that's a fun project to do at home with the kiddos because, of course, you want to be able to protect your eyes. And I know kids aren't going to be able to completely watch the total solar eclipse and keep those glasses on because everyone's going to get tired of them, want to take them off. And when you're watching the partial eclipse and you have your glasses on, remember, look away, take your glasses off. Don't take your glasses off when you're looking directly at the sun because you're still going to kind of blind yourself momentarily because you're going to see the sun. When we do have that total solar eclipse, the totality for 3 minutes and 39 seconds, you can look directly at it without the glasses, although it is still recommended that you have the glasses on. And of course, just remember, enjoy this. This is going to be the only time that we see a total solar eclipse here in the state of New York for a very long time. The next one in the United States is going to be in 2044. So yes, quite a while before another total solar eclipse will happen here in the United States. So hopefully you enjoy it, and the weather is great, so we can all watch it.